welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about the biggest expenditures in our lifetime. Expenses that can drain your wallet faster than you realize. We'll also look at how to avoid falling into the common financial traps that many people face. Let's dive in. When it comes to the most expensive things we spend on, housing, cars, and travel often top the list. But while some are essential, like owning a home, others can end up being money pits. Let's break them down. Buying a home is typically seen as a good investment. Property value usually appreciates over time, which means it's something you can benefit from long term. However, housing is still one of the largest expenses in a person's life. Mortgages, maintenance, property taxes, and renovations can all add up. So, while it's a big expenditure, it's generally a smart one. Now let's talk about cars. Cars are expensive, but unlike homes, they lose value the moment you drive them off the lot. People often overspend on cars just for the latest model or because they didn't like the interior or color of their current one. Add in the costs of fuel, insurance, maintenance, and depreciation, and your car quickly becomes a financial drain. Travel is another big expense. Sure, it's great for mental health and to unwind, but frequent travel can eat up your savings if not planned properly. Many people justify it by saying, "I deserve it," or "we only live once." But it's important to ask, can you really afford it without jeopardizing your future financial goals? The psychology behind spending. We often hear phrases like, "I earned it, so I deserve it," "It's good for my mental health," or "YOLO, you only live once." These thoughts drive us to spend on things we may not need, and before we know it, we're living paycheck to paycheck. People often seek instant gratification, and when we buy something, we get a dopamine rush that feels rewarding. But that feeling doesn't last, and we're left with less money in our pockets. Luxury brands and shopping. Another money trap is luxury shopping, spending on designer brands or high-end products to boost our ego or image. It's easy to justify these purchases by saying, "I earned it." But in the long run, they don't contribute much to your financial well-being. Instead, these splurges can leave you broke, regretting your decisions. How to avoid money traps. So, how do you avoid these traps? First, ask for guidance before making large purchases. Talk to a financially responsible friend or a financial advisor. They can help give you a clearer perspective. Second, stop and think before buying. Do you really need this? Will it bring you long-term satisfaction, or is it just for a momentary thrill? Third, learn to be content with what you already have. A new car or luxury item might feel great at first, but they won't make you happier in the long run. Focus on experiences that don't come with hefty price tags. Finally, fix your thinking. Remember that material things shouldn't be used as an ego booster or a mental health relaxer. Find other, less expensive ways to treat yourself that don't involve draining your savings. In conclusion, life is expensive, and it's easy to fall into the trap of overspending, but with careful planning and a shift in mindset, you can avoid going broke. Remember, not all big expenses are bad. Housing, for example, can be a solid investment. But it's essential to spend wisely and save where you can. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more financial tips.